Coach Janie here. Oh my goodness, one of the most powerful sessions that we had, or stories that Lisa Nichols told at the World Summit 2021, was when she shared her story of being a swimmer when she was 15. She had a history in her sports career of never winning, of only getting the participation trophy and not being very fulfilled or enjoying it at all. And one day she decided she was going to quit. And she told her grandmother that she wasn't going to go back and do that anymore. And her grandmother sat her down and she told her that quitters never win and winners never quit. And told her that she was going to have to push through it. Well, she wasn't very happy. And the next day she went to a meet that she was having where she didn't want to go because of that. And when she got there, her grandmother, unbeknownst to her, had called her entire family. And she said they were packed in the bleachers. They were calling out to her, and she was mortified. She was like, now I've got all these people that are going to see me fail. And I don't want to be that. I don't want to do it. So she went up to the judge and she was like, can you just give me my participation medal right now? And from that place, I'll just go home. And the judge said, not only can I not just give you a participation medal, but you missed your heat. You showed up at the wrong time. And she was like, oh, well, okay, never mind then, I'll just go home. And the judge said, no, wait, you could actually, they haven't done the 17, 18-year-old version yet. So you can go swim in that heat. And she said, oh no. And she looked over at the girls and saw that they were all much more endowed and ready for that kind of a race. And she was not. And she told her coach, she said, no, I don't want to do that. And the coach said, no, that's what you're going to do. And so he put her in that race. And she was so intimidated by how all the other girls looked like they were ready for that race. And she said that she got in the water, the gun went off, and she started swimming. And she said something happened to her during this race that had never happened to her before. When she hit the water and she started her stroke, she started saying, quitters never win, winners never quit. Quitters never win, winners never quit. And she said she started that mantra. And she just kept swimming and swimming and swimming and swimming and swimming. And she got to the end, she flipped over and she looked over her shoulder and she saw that someone was there at the wall with her. And she said, you know what? I'm not going to come in last in this race. I'm going to beat that one girl. And she pushed herself, kept saying the mantra, quitters never win, winners never quit. And she got to the wall, touched it, and she looked to her left. And there was nobody there. She said she looked to her right and there was nobody there. And she literally said to herself, I was so slow that everybody has already gotten out of the pool. And she was horrified and she looked up and she saw her coach and she went, what did I do? Like, how bad could I possibly be that I didn't win this race? And she said her coach ran over to her with this weird look on her face. And she said, what did you do? And she said, I don't know, what did I do? And the coach said, look behind you. And the people were still, the other people in the race had only made it halfway through the pool at that point. And she said that she looked at her coach and she said, was I supposed to do 3 laps? Did I miss a lap? What happened? And the coach said, you just won the national medal for the best time in the 17 and 18-year-old category. And she said, what did you do differently? What changed? And she said, just a light bulb came on in her head at that point, because the only thing that was different was that mantras that she was saying. And the coach said, well, what did you normally say when you're in the water? And she said, I used to say, I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose. And she said she realized at that moment that the only difference between winning and losing was the message that she put into her mind. And I got to tell you, that was an impactful story. I know that to be true. We tell each other lies, or we tell ourselves lies that we believe and that hold us down and do not let us live up to our full potential. And it is a sad, sad thing. So I just thought that story was amazing, and I wanted to share it with you as being something that hopefully inspires you, because that's what I believe life is about, that we have those moments that just lift us up and help us to believe that our life is meant to be just the way it is. So hope you appreciate that, and I hope to be able to share more information about the World Summit and the great information I'm gleaning from it. Take care.